How to light a Bunsen burner. This is a Bunsen burner. In order to light it, we need a hose connected to the Bunsen burner, and then the other end of the hose will go onto a gas spout. This gas spout is turned on and on by this lever. If you turn the lever to where it is pointing in the same direction as the spout, it is on. You can hear it going out. Don't do that. And if you turn it perpendicular at a right angle, it is off. Doesn't matter which way it is. You can turn it either way as long as it's not parallel, it'll be off. The way that you light a Bunsen burner, let me tell you a little bit about these Bunsen burners. We have two kinds in this lab. We have the small one and the large one. The small one has all Bunsen burners. They're going to get their fuel through the hose, but then that fuel needs to mix with oxygen in order to burn. And so in this particular one, the oxygen comes in through a small valve here, which you can open and close. And so whenever that is open, you get more oxygen flow and a hotter flame. And you can close it like that. On the other kind, on the larger kind, we have the entire cylinder is threaded, and you just can kind of turn that, and it opens up a gap underneath that allows air to flow into. So you can widen and make smaller that gap by doing that. And so whenever you go to light the Bunsen burner, first you put the hose on, and then you have a lighter. Now some people don't know how to use a lighter, so there's a flint wheel. Whenever you turn that, it'll make a spark, and when you push down on this little part, you will get gas coming through, and if you do both at the same time, straight down like that, the light flame will come on, and the flame will stay there as long as you're pushing down on this little tab. If you stop pushing down, it will go out, because that's what's letting the gas come out. Now, as long as you don't, if you hold it the way I'm holding it right now, with your thumb back and away, you'll be fine. Now, if you start doing this, people do that and then they start burning their thumbs, and that's not the way you should do it. If anything, you should hold it maybe with your thumb underneath, because that hot part of the flame is going to go up. So you hold that up over the gas valve, and there is no gas coming out yet because I haven't turned this on. So what I don't want to do, I don't want to turn the gas on first, because then I'll have gas coming out into the lab, which I want to try to minimize that. I want to have the gas ready to be burning the second I let it through, so I'm going to hold the flame up there with one hand and then turn the gas with the other flame, and you can see that it came on. Now, we actually don't have a particularly good flame right now, because I haven't opened the little gap yet, the little valve there for the airflow, and now I have. I don't know if you can see a difference on the video, but there's a pretty big difference in real life. Whenever that's with oxygen, without, with oxygen, without. That nice little distinctive inner cone inside there, right in there, that is the hot part. The tip of that inner cone is the hottest part of the flame. Now when you're done with this, you want to turn the gas back off, and you don't turn the gas off at the burner, you turn it off at the valve. So notice here the valve is open, it's parallel. That's how you always want it. There's none of, you don't want to go partial. It's either on parallel or off perpendicular. There's no reason to do this slowly. You just have your flame, boom, all the way on, and you're on. That's all you got to do. A lot of people will go really slowly. They'll get scared. You're like, I'm gonna get real scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. And what they do is they end up holding this flame in their hand a lot longer, make it more likely that they're going to get burned. So on the bigger Bunsen burners, works exactly the same way, but it'll look a little bit differently, and the oxygen flow is going to be a little different. So I hold my flame up, I turn it on, and turn it all the way on. Now you'll notice we have a very orangish flame there, because we don't have much oxygen flow. You want a nice blue flame, is the hot kind. And that's a nice hot flame like that. Now what you're going to do on this one is you notice that I adjusted the oxygen flow by loosening this cylinder, and if I keep loosening, the gap's going to get bigger and bigger, and there's going to get more and more oxygen. The flow is going to become too much, and eventually it will blow itself out. You hear a noise like, oh, blow itself. If it does that, you want to immediately turn off the valve. Don't bother trying to relight it. Go up back to the valve and turn it off. Now that it's off, now you can tighten that and you can go about relighting it. And that's about all you need to know for that.